Dear youngsters, salutations, welcome, gratitudes, and appreciations for your being regular in your faith and consistent in applying your intellect more than the emotions, trying to logic and applicability and utility behind this great guidance of Bhagavad Gita to mold our inner personality, suitable enough for our outer successes and also inner joys. Keep up this continuity. Whenever you are bored, okay, here and there. But then come back, apply the intellect, listen to every shloka's meaning, words meaning, total meaning, and just take it into your heart. Feel for it. This shloka's meaning is this one. That means I have to mold myself in my attitude or in my accordingly so that this problem is avoided or this benefit is gained. In that way, on each of the shloka, when we ponder, we will find the great solution those shlokas giving to many of our issues or problems. And they really equip us with such great understandings, attitudes that we really do well in our life wherever we are placed. So keep it up. Some shlokas may be a little heavier, never mind. Visit them, revisit them. Then, when you really are sharp enough in your intellects, in course of time, the Lord will make those shlokas also be understood by us. Right now, whatever are understandable, those things we start practicing, get a benefit out of it. That's how our endeavor. So, like every day today, also we learn one shloka. Today will be Dakshinamurti Shloka we will learn. One common sense thought we'll discuss today. Then the common sense thought and Gita thought almost go together today. In Gita, in the fifth chapter, we are seeing today the verse number 21. There, Bhagavan just hinting us and giving us a chance to understand what? Ki real happiness or peace is within you. In fact, you are the nature of that. And that's permanent. That is with you, unconditional. Do you want to get that one? If yes, then the pursuits for happiness which we are doing outside and getting disappointed, slowly we have to withdraw from them. Then focus in your own inner self. You really find the true happiness. For spiritual seekers, it is the self experience which gives the bliss. For you and I also, finding the happiness within means what? In our own wisdoms, in our own very good, healthy values, healthy, good attitudes. We should find happiness rather than the things and beings around which continuously, constantly disappoint us. So, this can be the lesson for us from this shloka. So, this shloka is purely for spiritual, but हमारे लिए भी ये वाला मैसेज हम ले सकते हैं. And wherever for you, you don't get a message, you take the spiritual message. Why deny? Why do we think that we only are the worldly people wanting to success all the time? Once in a while, we can say that, yeah, one pursuit can be spirituality also. Hand in hand, let us grow in this too to the extent possible. In this healthy thinking, one can make use of Gita Jnanam to grow in wisdom. Okay, now let us start. Om 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 Sahana Vavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhetamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gururdevo Maheshwarah Guru Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. These are the shlokas we chant every day. Today we learn one shloka of Sri Dakshinamurti Bhagavan, who is the Jnana Amsha Avatara of Lord Shiva. Lord Shiva expressing as the Guru to give knowledge to all the rishis and through them to all of us is called Dakshinamurti Bhagavan. said to be seated under that Vatavruksha and dispelling the knowledge to the disciples who are of elderly age. And the great communication is he never speaks, they never ask question. Yet he speaks and they get all the answers. There is a highest tuning between a guru and disciple. Dakshinamurti and the Shishyas indicate to us that great relation. Wonderful it is. Sometime you can contemplate. Of that Lord Dakshinamurti's shloka today. Okay, simple. Om Namaha Pranavarthaya Shuddha Jnana Ekamurtaye Nirmalaya Prashantaya Dakshinamurtaye Namaha. My salutations to Lord Dakshinamurti. Who is he? Om Namaha Pranavarthaya. He is the essence of the Omkara Pranava. From him Pranava came, Pranava hints at him, hints to him, and whoever takes support of Pranava, he is called as Dakshinamurti. Therefore, प्रणव के अर्थ रूपी दक्षिणामूर्ति जी को हमारा प्रणाम. ओम नमः प्रणवार्थाय शुद्ध ज्ञानैक मूर्तये. He is the embodiment of pure jnanam, consciousness. Embodiment of consciousness. Then Nirmalaya. There is no sense of otherness in him. Therefore, there is nobody, Shatrur Mitra to him, that will have the mala of Raga Dvesha in him. Nirmala hai Bhagavan, pure. Because all of us are his own children. Sushti is his own. Anybody other than us, only when we see them, then the mala of anger, etc. come. So in him, neither the mala of anger or even negative things of hatred, etc., nor even raga also. But he'll have pure love for all, because all are he only. That's the meaning of Nirmalaya. And then Prashantaya. The one who achieves the ultimate goal, he is always in Prashanti. So Parabrahma, he is a Dakshinamurti Bhagavan is always in the joy of his own self. Therefore, he is always Prashant. And his name is Dakshinamurti. My salutations to him. So, Om Namaha Pranavarthaya. Salutations to the Lord, who is the essence of Omkara. Shuddha Jnanaika Murtaye. Embodiment of pure consciousness. Nirmalaya, free from sense of duality, means everyone is his own self. Therefore, Prashantaya, undisturbed always within. To that Dakshinamurtaye Namaha. Salutations to Dakshinamurti Bhagavan. Not very difficult, very simple. So, let us chant it 11 times. Add 97, make it 108. Total 1080 target. Take your own time. May Dakshinamurti Bhagavan bless all of us. ओम श्री दक्षिणामूर्ति भगवत कृपया ज्ञान प्राप्ति द्वारा सुख शांति प्राप्त्यर्थम श्री दक्षिणामूर्ति स्तोत्र अंतर्गत श्री दक्षिणामूर्ति स्तोत्रस्य पारायणं जपं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे सनातन धर्मस्य वैदिक संस्कृतेः विश्वव्याप्त्यर्थं च. So simple. 4 times chant together. You are familiar. Together let us do it 11 times. Start. ॐ नमः प्रणवार्थाय शुद्धज्ञानैकमूर्तये निर्मलाय प्रशान्ताय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः. 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 ॐ नमः प्रणवार्थाय शुद्धज्ञानैकमूर्तये निर्मलाय प्रशान्ताय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। 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 This is what is Dakshinamurti Shloka. Shloka learning for the day. Keep learning all these shlokas. You must know them by heart and rejoice in the chanting of them so much that all the divinity is yours, expressing through you for all perfection in performances for glorious successes. Okay. Today's common sense thought also little bit related. All the three are little bit related today. What is the common sense thought? See, we know how to be happy in the world in entertainments, but that anybody does it. Ordinary people's way it is. Something extraordinary you can do. What is that? The common sense thought is try to rejoice, enjoy in doing constructive, creative things for your house or family, society, or anywhere. Try to enjoy or rejoice even doing some useful, fruitful, constructive, creative things. Not only in the sports or entertainments, but in doing good things. At least needs they serve some purpose. क्योंकि ना ये चीज किसी ना किसी को करना ही पड़ता है. The sports etc. if you don't play there is no problem, but at home the help has to be done for the house whatever. नहीं तो काम नहीं बनता हो. So this is some useful, some fruitful work. So too some constructive, some creative thing. Rejoice in that, enjoy in that. Where your intellect is used, where your knowledge is grown, I can उसमें enjoy करो. Where something the ethics are there, morals are there, values are there. As we saw yesterday, the patriotism is there, self devotion is there. इन चीजों को एंजॉय करना सीखने से ना the lower joy slowly you can come out of it. Otherwise holding the cell phone टिक 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 उसमें क्या है सड़ा हुआ दिमाग. What else is there in that? Or watching like a ullu. Do that also. I can't stop you just by saying I know you will not stop becoming ullu. You will be there so required for the world. But addition is what? Enjoy daily something useful, some productive, some creative work doing. Enjoy that. Mainly for your own house, which is required. And point is what? Not only doing, but doing with joy. Every day keep something. In this way, what are we doing? Not only doing something creative, positive, but then we are learning to enjoy them. नहीं तो क्या होगा होटा मजबूरी तो करते ही हैं बट लेकिन रोते रोते करते. So tell to your own parents or you only plan this month 7 days. These are the things I am contributing to you family and I am going to enjoy it. Papa, this day I am going to clean the car. किसी को करना ही पड़ेगा. Do it. Another day, Papa, I am ironing the clothes. Your own clothes also, Papa का भी. So that is better, no? Because किसी न किसी को करना ही पड़ता है. One day, Mama, I am just fetching vegetables and I will wash and cut and give you. You just cook. किसी को करना ही पड़ेगा वो. So you do it. Mother will be little relaxed with that day. Even you can help us. Mama, this day I will be spending 1 hour in cleaning my house. This is how we have to enjoy working, hard working, creatively, constructively, usefully. Instead of that, just sitting on some puzzle, other things, as I said just now. Some entertainments which others are doing and we are seeing it. उससे खुद तो कुछ कर नहीं रहे हो ना खुद के लिए भी कुछ हो नहीं रहा है is only a delusory feeling of happiness watching them. That way we got habituated to be happy. What we are saying is try to learn to be happy in this positive way also. Go for shopping one day, pay the electricity or bill, etc. one day. Go to the bank एक दिन ऐसा rejoice them. Youngsters generally don't do it. Little higher than middle class wale. Middle class, lower middle, they have no option. Therefore, they anyway do. Is it not? Rejoice in those things. और भी बहुत है. Go to a temple, help the temple, help the pujari if at all anything can be done there. Rejoicing that. Understand? Go to a hospital with some gifts and all, give to patients, console them. That type of social service. So enjoy domestic service, spiritual service, social service, and something constructive creative for you. Enjoy learning Sanskrit shlokas of Geetha and everyday what I am teaching you. Enjoy some देशभक्ति गाना सीखना क्योंकि वो थोड़ा इंस्पिरेशन देता है. Enjoy some skills learning which are required either for your profession or your for own life. It's only question of joy. The two joys are what? Joy or happiness in sleepiness. There is joy like a buffalo on the sofa, you can sleep whole day. Like so many bed bugs are there on that. People find happiness in that. That is called tamasika sukha. The other enjoyments of eating and indulgences, many people do. That's called rajasik sukha. But what I am talking about is sattvic sukha, wherein we are doing something spiritual, something useful, something creative, something constructive, and enjoying that. That is your part time. That is your enjoyment. What are you doing for the enjoyment today? Okay, today my joy is ironing the clothes. Arey, how do you find the joy in Koro? It's very heavy to me. I don't know. Swamiji told me. I trained myself. Now I'm very happy doing it. मुझे मजा भी आ रहा है उससे कोई काम भी बन रहा है. Another day, what are you doing? I'm just changing my plant. Season has changed. Pouring the water and setting out the matti there. अरे ये क्या है? इसमें enjoy क्या है? हाँ, और Swamiji told I'm enjoying doing that. Today, today joy. I just enjoyed helping my mother. I also help my mother by eating whatever she cooks. Nay, not that way. I myself cooked. I have cut vegetables, gave her, and made everything ready for serving. Ah, joy. You know, today I took out all clothes from washing machine. Myself, सबको सुखाया मैंने. What a joy! कुछ तो कुछ कंस्ट्रक्टिव क्रिएटिव लगातार करते हुए उसमें आनंद पाना है, which are required for your everyday's conduct. Is it not? Enjoy. Little higher than that is enjoying this service to the guru or the god in temple, etc. कुछ भी हो, it is in your habit and finding happiness in laziness tamoguna, in indulgence rajoguna, or in creative constructive works सत्व गुण. ये अपने हाथ में देख लो, समझ लो, जो हो सकता है कर लेना. दिस द कॉमन सेंस थॉट फॉर द डे. नाउ भगवद गीता. टुडे विल सी 5th chapter 21st shloka. In that Bhagavan says, inside only the peace, happiness is there. In search of happiness and peace, you go out into things and beings. They don't give peace, they make you pieces. They don't give happiness, they give only misery. In continuation of this common sense thought only. That remain peaceful at least sometimes a day or a week by not going out through the senses, through attachments. फंसे रहने में ही क्यों खुशी के खोज में दुखी हो रहे हो? You can try it one day. Drop all attachments and be with yourself. I tell you that peace is so good that day. Having discovered peace that way, in the next level, may go into the deep inquiry of the reality or the truth. If you are able to recognize it, identify with that, your happiness will be never ending, imperishable will be. These are the two things that are said in this shloka number 21 of 5th chapter. What are they? Sukha is in yourself, बेटा. कभी कभी सब छोड़कर उस अंदर के सुख या शांति को पाओ. Peace it is. Then with that peaceful mind, become spiritual and discover the self. Then you are permanently happy. Nobody can make you miserable for any reason because you have identified with the source of happiness, the true self within. So this is what for spiritual seekers, shloka. And for us also, as I told you, in your good values inside, good understandings inside. Is it not? It rejoice it rather than only asakta to the outer worldly things. Become subtler from grasa. That's what all spirituality about. This is what our teachers teach us when we are under their strict guidance. So let us chant the shloka and see its simple meaning today. We will not go into very huge hectic details. Om Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Shri Vyasa Sharanam Mama, Shri Geetha Sharanam Mama, Shri Vyasa Sharanam Mama, Shri Sadguru Sharanam Mama, Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Sharanam Mama, Sharanam Mama. So the words are Bahya Sparsheshu Asakta Atma Vindati Atmani Yat Sukham Sa Brahma Yoga Yuktatma Sukham Akshayam Ashnute. This is the words. So like every day, 1 plus 3 plus 2, 6 times we do that. Om Shri Bhagavanuvacha Atha Ekavimshah Shlokaha Om Shri Krishna Parabrahmane Namaha Srimad Bhagavad Gita Panchamodhyayah Shri Bhagavanuvacha Atha Ekavimshah Shlokaha Om Bahyasparsheshvasaktatma 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 Vindatyatmani yat sukham Vindatyatmani yat sukham Vindatyatmani yat sukham Vindatyatmani yat sukham Sabrahma yoga yuktatma Sabrahma yoga yuktatma Sabrahma yoga yuktatma Sabrahma yoga yuktatma Sukham akshayam ashrute Sukham akshayam ashnute. Together, Shri Bhagavanu Vachu Bahya Sparsheshvasaktatma Vindatyatmani Yat Sukham Sabrahma Yoga Yuktatma Sukham Akshayam Ashnute. Again, Shri Bhagavanu Vacha Bahya Sparsheshvasaktatma Vindatyatmani Yat Sukham Sabrahma Yoga Yuktatma Sukhamakshayam Ashnute. Very interesting shloka. It has got nice to ritual and us together we study. He says, first of all, professional outside. Point one is inside. But we feel the sukha is coming from outside. How is it so? As we said it in another class, our own inner sukha we have imposed on that, and we are thinking that the sukha is coming from there. In any of the life's happenings or experiences, always remember, sukha all from outside. Outside it came because you imagine it is outside the sukha. The disappointment is taken as dukkha. How many times we saw in chapter 2 the example, eating sweet gives you sweetness, not sukha. Is that sweetness sukha or not? You decide it. For some people, eating sweet is sukha. For others, eating sweet is dukkha. Eating is common to them. And sweet alone is eaten by them. Common wo hai. If in the sweet, your sweet eating, there is sukha dukkha, both of them should get the same, no? If it is not happening, you must understand. From the objects, there is no sukha. This is very, very essential. Tomorrow also the topic will come. Then what is all the sukha coming from outside? It is our own inner thing we have imposed on that. Nidra example, almost every day whenever required we are giving. In the object, in the sleep, neither the objects of world are there, nor my own senses are there, nor contact is there. But still I am sukhi. More sukhi in waking. Is it not? Where from it must have come then? If nobody is there, it is coming from within only. I तो am there निद्रा में तभी जाकर उठकर कहता हूँ I had a very good sleep. So I am there. So from me only sukha came in nidra. Same is happening Jagrat Swapna also. Sukha is from inside only. But then we think it is from the objects. That's the delusion. That is what when you correct it, you are grown to become spiritual. So, having understood this, what is therefore consequence thought? Consequence thought is obviously, let me have the inner sukha. Bhagavan gives here technique. Bahya sparsheshu asakta atma or antakaranam. That person whose mind is not at all attached to any outer sparsha. Sparsha means sense objects through the sense organs. If that is avoided, contact of sense objects with the sense organs for happiness, then you will find the inner peace and inner happiness. This is more real, more valid, more beautiful, without any blemishes in it. Try to discover that. You can see that many a times in some things. Na? When you refrain from indulgence, you may have desire tha. But later on, you will see, you will feel fulfillment only there for not indulging in that. This is the meaning of Bahya Sparsheshu Asakta Atma Vindati Atmani At Sukham. He will enjoy the Sukha which is there within. Therefore, what it means, the inner Sukha is thrown out and it is liquid, but along with that, all the outer thing also is coming. Like, अच्छा खासा नमकीन न्यूज़पेपर में डाल के खा रहे हो तो न्यूज़पेपर का सारा जो प्रिंटेड कलर है that also goes inside you. In the same way, the difficulties are in the world. Happiness is the self. We throw our happiness in the world. Then we lick that happiness. Along with that, the problem. Like you have applied honey to the knife. Honey to the knife. And you are licking the honey which you have applied to the knife. Then along with the taste, the tongue also gets cut. That dasdin tak you can't eat. Applied honey by yourself and you think the honey is coming from the knife, उससे होता है क्या? उससे तो टंग कट ही जाता है. In the same way, बाह्य स्पर्शों में सुख हम इमेजिन कर रहे हैं इसलिए है. अगर है तो सबके लिए होना चाहिए, हमेशा के लिए होना चाहिए. जो सबके लिए नहीं है वो हमेशा के लिए नहीं है, इसका तो उसमें है ही नहीं. दिख कैसे रहा है? यू आर इमेजिनिंग, यू आर प्रोजेक्टिंग योर सुख. This your inner sukha attached to the outer objects through your senses. For both of us. इसलिए कभी कभी ना सब बाहर का छोड़कर अपने आप में बैठ के देखो. You are so happy and peaceful. कोशिश करके देखना है. इसलिए common sense thought. कोशिश करके देखो. In doing social services also, finding happiness or rejoice. You will really see. Not only the indulgences there is happiness, there is service, maybe happiness. As we said in common sense thought, here also we are saying in being quiet within you also there is happiness. Not necessarily all the time go into the bahya sparshas with your asakti through the senses. Clear? Bahya sparsheshu asakta atma. Atmani yat sukham tat vindati. He will be happy inside within himself when he stops giving importance to things and beings. Are there not people in the world become great scientists, doctors, and they were never had any attachment to any people for any sukha, nor they were indulgent in the object. But still they were happy. Where from they got happiness? From within. That you and I have to discover. That happiness is long lasting, permanent. This is the first step. बाह्य स्पर्शों से आसक्ति को छोड़ोगे तो आपके मन में रियली डिस्टर्बेंस चला गया. Therefore, there is inner sukha comes in the form of peace. Like when I get a thought of going to the hotel and ordering good food and eating. Very exciting. Every time I do that. But one day, let us say, just to follow the Gita, that thought of not going to the hotel and eating, thought of going to hotel and eating, that is dropped, let us say, Mano. I made home food, घर में बना के खा लिया. So I have missed the hotel foods, no doubt about it. But then, don't you feel that peace inside? Happiness inside of conquering that demand or desire? Money also saved and all. Health also, don't know which hotel, what food. घर में बना के खाया अच्छा था. You are healthy also. Money is also saved. This is the meaning of the inner sukha. Find it. In a sense, what? Be with yourself. Don't be slave to the things and beings and begging them for मुझे खुशी दो मुझे. वो कहते हैं नहीं देता खुद ही खुश कर ले. That's called खुदकुशी. Committing suicide in Hindi. बाह्य स्पर्शेषु असक्तात्मा विन्दति आत्मनि सुखम. Be happy with yourself, in yourself, within yourself. First step. Second step is for spiritual people. Once you have withdrawn from bahya sparshas, attachment to objects, etc., now you are peaceful. That peace, happiness you are gaining, that peaceful, calm, and quiet mind, you discover with that the inner real source of happiness called as the innermost self. That is called Brahma in Upanishads or Vedanta Granthas. So with him you identify inside. Your sukha is akshaya sukha. It will never end or perish. Because that Brahman, which is said as self, is the source of all happiness because it is consciousness, it is existence, it is never ending, never perishable. देखो जो सत्ता है ना उसी में सुख होना चाहिए, असत्य में नहीं होगा. असत्य है तो है ही नहीं. जो स्फुरणा है उसमें ही सुख होना चाहिए, नहीं तो इट इज अनकॉन्शियस. हाउ डू यू हैप्पी? हाउ कैन यू गेन हैप्पीनेस बीइंग अनकॉन्शियस? So that satta spurana is the nature of inner self. In that only nitya sukha will be there. To get this one, you find the peace inside. First, to find the peace and independence inside, slowly reduce your asakti in the outer world to the things. That's the shloka. Bahya sparsheshu asakta atma, the individual who reduced his expectation of happiness in the outer world by indulging in them, such person vindati atmani yat sukham. He really experiences inner peace and happiness. That peaceful mind, when he applies and knows the self, sab brahma yoga yukta atma, that is a word used in Gita. That person who is having yoga with the Brahma as his own self. Brahma yoga yukta atma means उस ब्रह्म को ही मैं के रूप में जानने वाला योग जिसने कर चुके हैं जो सब ब्रह्म योग युक्त आत्मा. And his joy is what? Sukham akshayam ashtute. Kshaya rahita. Never. There were the two stages of spiritual sadhana also, and two stages. For us also, we are also spiritual seekers. Is what? First, with your slowly small little practices, give up the outer sparsha and find the independent joy within. Peace within. With that joyful, peaceful mind, discover the Brahma within you. Then your sukha will be akshaya sukha. Throughout, in any time, any place, any situation, you're always happy. You'll not be demanding happiness from others, getting disappointed from the outer world. So this is also for spiritual seekers mainly, and for you and I also. People etc. जो हमसे सब कुछ लेते हैं लेकिन हमको प्यार नहीं देते. देते हैं तो it is their choice. Not because we asked or we deserved. And if you don't depend on that, then you can never be made miserable by anyone. And when another person loves you, to find joy in that, again there is an effort, no? Sometimes you may don't like that person who loves you for some reason. So that is the very sublime meaning. Not easy to catch for you youngsters, but not impossible also. You may feel, Swami, aisa karenge, so how can we the youngsters indulge in the world? Don't involve in them, be happy with yourself. Or first discover your inner happiness, play the game in the outer world wherever you are fit. है ना? जैसे घर में खाना खा के निकले तो जहाँ भी जाओ काम करेंगे, खेल कूद करेंगे। नहीं खाया तो जहाँ भी जाओ मन में खाना भूख लग रही है, खाने पे रहता है मन। कौन देगा, कहाँ खरीदना, क्या खरीदना? Same way, if I discover within me my own Brahma Yoga Yukta Atma Sukha, thereafter outside I will play, but not for Sukha. I'm already. Like sometimes she is serving. आप भी खाओ ना बैठ के, and मैं खा के आई हूँ घर से. So to all the objects of the world are telling you, आ जाओ खुश हो जाओ, अब मैं इंडल्ज होकर, नहीं मैं आत्म सुख में ऑलरेडी हूँ, मुझे नहीं चाहिए. Sixth chapter meditation starts. We have some 8-9 shlokas that's all left in this Karma Sannyasa Yoga. Now, this is such a big topic, Karma Sannyasa Yoga. All the shlokas and themes have to connect and put like a garland and put in your neck, or like a bouquet I have to give you. But for that, I can do that. But you should have that capacity to hold all that connectivity and knowledge. इसलिए करना मुश्किल है, आपको कैच करना. आई एम डाइल्यूटिंग एंड ट्राइंग टू टेल द मीनिंग इन सिंपल वर्ड्स. Find peace within, don't depend on things and beings. Peacefully, happily first ensure yourself, then whatever is to be done. खुश मिजाज में रहो, मैं मेरे अंदर ही खुश हूँ. It is by choice. Happiness is not by something gained or not. It is by choice. Like at this time, I can be happy. In a state of mind, it is by choice. Again, I am chanting shloka. Bahyas parsheshu asakta. The one slowly with wisdom withdrew from the outer sparshas, the shabda sparshasgandha. Atmaniyat sukham tad vindati. He will start getting the peace and happiness from within, because within the self is the one source of all that. And such person, by avoiding his asakti in the bahya sparsha involvement, with a quietened mind, when he becomes Brahma Yoga Yukta Atma, ब्रह्म से योग करके उनसे युक्त हुआ आत्मा, मतलब ब्रह्म से युक्त होकर उनसे एक होने वाला योग को पाया हुआ आत्मा. An individual who discovered his identity with the inner self. सुखम अक्षयमस. इस सुख इज क्षय रहिता, कम होगा नहीं, घटेगा नहीं, always it will be there. Because the Brahman is all pervading, he is infinite, timeless, birthless, deathless, changeless, therefore he is blissful also. That bliss becomes ourselves. Therefore, Akshaya Sukham chahiye humko. One is the inner peace and happiness, not depending on things and beings outside. That it says relative peace. Depending is equal to misery. Not depending is peaceful inside. With a peaceful mind, inquire and find your identity with the Brahma. Akshaya Sukha apna. Saramsha is what? Find the inner peace, inner happiness of the self. That is a message. So, and how can you do that? Unless you detach from outer, it won't happen. Therefore, in the beginning, Bhagavan says, Bahya Sparsheshu Asakta. The more we are attached to millions of things and all, we search for happiness there only. Some ticklings, pleasures come, but you become slave only to that. Therefore, the one who detaches from it, Bahya Sparsheshu Asakta ho gaya, oh, he alone, by discovering his inner pure Brahma Tattva self, Sukhamakshayam Ashnute, he will enjoy. Don't depend on people's appreciation and all. Are you performing well? Yeah. Are you sure about your intentions and all? Yeah. Then be happy, that's it. The inner peace, inner happiness you have to discover. There's nothing outside world is jada. It's continuously changing. It is perishable. It has not even a trace of ananda. उसमें सत्ता एस्पेक्ट है, चित्त भी नहीं है और आनंद कहाँ से होगा? No, this is a little Vedantic thought that will not share today, but this much. बाह्य स्पर्श में जो आत्मा, जो व्यक्ति ने आसक्ति को छोड़ दिया, वो अपने अंदर के सुख को पाना शुरू करेगा. आत्मनियत सुखम तत्विंदति. And that person, Sabbrahma Yoga Yuktatma, from the Guru, when he learned the Brahma Tattva and identifying with that Brahma Tattva, meditating on that Brahma Tattva, he identifies, he himself becomes that ocean like self. Sukham Ashnayam Ashnute. He will have the endless peace, happiness, joy within, unstopped by anybody or anything, not depending on anything. This is the essence of this shloka. Think how it works for you, how you are inspired by it, how you want to use it at your age. थोड़ा थोड़ा कभी कभी आप भी होमन करो. मैं तो हिंट दे दिया आपको. Reduce your illusion, delusion of depending on outer things and beings for happiness. मतलब क्या है ना, होटल में जाके कॉफी पीऊं तभी मैं खुश हो जाऊंगा, से घर में आकर कॉफी पीने में खुशी बनाकर, उसमें से भी कॉफी के बजाय पानी पीने में, गरम गरम पानी। उसके बाद गर्म पानी की भी जरूरत नहीं है, जब जरूरत है तब पिएंगे। इन दिस वे डिस्कवर हैप्पीनेस विच इज इंडिपेंडेंट, विच इज विद इन यू। डोंट डिपेंड दे द थिंग्स एंड बीइंग्स ऑफ द वर्ल्ड तुमको ना नोच के सारा तुम्हारा एनर्जी लेकर ऐसे तुमको गन्ने का जूस लेने के बाद बंद जो लकड़ी होती है ना, ऐसे फेंक देंगे आप। नथिंग इन द वर्ल्ड कैन गिव सुख। Truth for a Vedantin or spiritual seeker or anybody to believe and be accordingly. So today's shloka is Sukha. We drop and find the peace in the mind. With that peaceful mind, let us within us discover that Paramatma who is bliss in itself. Sukham akshayam asnute sa brahma yoga yukta. And say, Swami हमको पढ़ाइए वाला, then I will teach you some Upanishad also. एक बार पढ़ लो बस. If not the very youngster, those are, is it not? By 12, 13 years, the old is also 50, 60. He has got the IQs, SQs, all of that, no intelligent quotient, emotional quotient, जो कहते हैं. So not at all difficult. So let us try for it to discover the happiness inside, not depending on any outer sparsha. Sufficiently, when we are calm and peaceful within ourselves, let us do a search of finding inner Brahma. That is called a Brahma Yoga. When it fulfills Yuktaha, we discover our own oneself with that Brahma. Such person, Sab Brahma Yoga Yuktatma, Sukham Akshayam Ashnute. Then he will never have the Sukha reduced even an iota. Always is in an Akshaya Sukha. Thank you. Om Sri Bhagavanuvacha Bahyasparsheshvasaktatma Vindatyam Sabrahma Yoga Yuktatma Sukhamakshayam Ashnute. This was the Geetha Shloka. Today we learned one shloka from Guru Stotram also. Om Ekamurtaye Nirmalaya Prashantaya Dakshinamurtaye Namaha. कॉमन सेंस थॉट भी आज वही रिलेटेड था, तामसिक सुख राजसिक सुख के आदति बनने के बजाय धीरे सात्विक सुख, वेर एवर यू आर, स्टार्ट एंजॉइंग इट, नॉट डूइंग, एंजॉय डूइंग इट, उसका आदत बनाना. सात्विक वर्क ऑफ गिविंग यू द लेक्चर. स्लीप ऑल्सो तामसिक. देन द तमो रजोगुण वाला साइड इफेक्ट इसमें नहीं होते हैं. एंड इन दिस वर्क ऑफ एंजॉइंग दिस सात्विक वर्क ऑफ गिविंग गीता, am I not getting गीता नॉलेज more and more clear to me? बेनिफिट हो रहा है ना. And I myself little later, the inner self only I discover by meditation that sukha will be akshaya. Same, if you connect the common sense thought, Gita thought, they are going together. So the shloka we saw in the common sense thought also, almost like Gita, start enjoying the services, enjoy the creative activities, enjoying some useful things at home or outside. That is a common sense thought for the day. So I wish you all the best with the best of the things in your life accomplished by your best efforts. Freely कुछ नहीं मिलता इस दुनिया में, सबको पाना पड़ता है.